Give me road when I'm driving. And I swear this was shoot, not a rain. And I had a nightmare last night that I wasn't counting up. We had too many hoes in this bitch, I had to round them up. I had too many hoes in my face, I had to cut them off. I been focused on my one-on-one. And I hope your pussy good as my bank account. What you say? Easy, can I break your off? Trump living at the mall. Hoes on your side of town. Hey, when it ain't that for deep, I'm a clear back deep. And I'm always trying to hurt what I'm serving. Like spread, I know what I'm saying.
I'm not even finna play with these folks, dog. Been too long, bro. Somebody just hit me up the other day and was like, that shit right. Somebody just hit me the other day and was like, ain't it time to drop another episode? Then, of course, Kendra hit me and was like, I feel like I'm behind on episodes. And I'm like, nah, you ain't behind. Ain't shit dropped. You did? Cause goddammit y'all, I took a break, man. It was like a week, but hey, we gotta do that, you know what I'm saying? Because it was my birthday. Y'all know that though. Man, I appreciate all the love y'all showed me, man. All the texts, all the calls. Hopefully on September 19th, at some point throughout the day, you listen to, and this is another episode of the Locally Famous Podcast, man. I'm your boy, Jacolby Conway, the mayor, the Gargoyle King, Mr. Add Spice to your life, the professor, shit, Mushu, shit. Who else am I? Whoever y'all want me to be, but most of all, I'm a black man and my life matters, you dig what I'm saying? And I'm back, man. I'm back. You know, it's been so much going on within the span of what, a week and a half that I didn't record, bro. We gonna tap into all that shit, man. But I got my partners in here with me today, y'all. Y'all see Gerald. I got another partner that y'all don't know. You did what I'm saying? KC, man, reached out to me a while ago. But what was that? February time frame? Somewhere right in there. We chopping it up. You did what I'm saying? And I had ran into my boy. It had been a little while since I seen him and shit. And we chopping it up. Woo, woo, woo. We tell me, man, I see you doing your thing with the podcast. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah, man, keep fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. I'm going to come on there one day. Say, I bet. Then Snapchat. Hey, man, you should try this with the show. You should try that with the show. I bet. Let me implement this. Let me implement that. So when my boy hit me up and said, man, I'm ready to come on, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to talk my shit. I'm ready to bring it to him, you know what I'm saying? Told me earlier he ain't never did it before. That's what, and I told you, bro, this is the place for it. You know what I mean? I told y'all boys, when y'all reached out to me, I don't have the topics. I just got what's on my mind, and I get a platform. You dig what I'm saying? I get a platform to say, man, look, I can't go and knock on the radio station though to say this shit. If I say this shit on Facebook, they gonna put me in jail. If I tweet it, who knows what they might say over there. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the social media gonna play where it play. And if I say it on TikTok, somebody gonna make a fucking dance to it. But this is the place, my dog. You know what I'm saying? This is the platform that I've created. You know what I'm saying? That I put so much work into to be like, man, you know what? I got some partners out here who got some shit to talk, man, whatever it may be. You did what I'm saying, and I give it to them. So my boy, and then you brought your partner with you, man. So I ain't even gonna throw it to you. You did what I'm saying? Cause this is my first time meeting Bert. You did what I'm saying? And listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you come on this podcast and your name Bert, I got a heavy hitter. You did. I got a heavy hitter named Bert that they came through here a couple of times. So you got some shoes to fill, my boy. But I'm definitely looking forward to everything y'all bringing forward today, man. I'm definitely looking forward to all kind of shit we can talk about, bro. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead, throw it to you, KC, man. I'm gonna let you introduce your boy, man. I know it ain't gonna be, or it don't have to be, but if you want it to be, as you know.
Man,
you got it, big dog.
KC, man. I be kicking it how we come, man. That shit. I brought Bert with me, man. My nigga, like, I thought my eyes was open, but this nigga's eyes is wide the fuck open, like anything. Like, this nigga gave me so many pointers on life, like just how to approach different situations. And like the average person look at the world, you know, through the square, but you know, you turn that bitch around a couple times, you realize it's a cube. You know what I mean? And that nigga done opened my eyes, for real, man. Like,
Bert, man, talk to me, dog. What's the hottest thing? Fuck it, we gonna jump right in, man. What's the hottest thing on your mind right now, bro? We got all the elephants in the room, but Bert, talk to me, bro.
Shit, the hottest thing on my mind? I don't know, man. It's cause see, I think about everything. I really think about everything, and I think you gotta get your mind to a level where you can think in layers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's levels. Like, we got this basic level of life and living to where, you know, it's about, you know, getting money, fucking just living, trying to have a good time, trying to push the trauma to the side for black people.
Right.
So that's what we got.
Right.
You know, we can't escape. But, and then it's a deeper level. Because when you incorporate our life and everything we go through and all that shit, as black people, because I like to keep it with us, because you can look at it from the white people perspective and anybody perspective, but our perspective is you know, it's familiar.
Right.
And I think our perspective,
I can't live life as a white person.
Exactly. And I
don't
feel like
hear no white advice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I feel like that perspective gives us a kind of key to kind of open our mind up to look at it from a even bigger perspective. And try to see what's really going on in the world, because we never really thought about it. Like, what's the purpose? What's the real purpose of being here? We just live and die. It's like that don't make sense, because religion was created by us. So when we think about we govern our whole lives based on religion. Our fears are based on religion.
Right.
So
the law, the Constitution,
the law,
all that shit.
Everything. So then when you think about it like that, who created religion? And we don't never ask that question, because, you know, you taught not to ask that question. You know, that's blasphemous. You know, you touching on toes you shouldn't be touching on. You going against God.
Right.
But see, that's a fear. I think once you can drop that, you can open your mind up. Because see, I don't care about none of that. So once you drop that, first you got to look into it so you can convince yourself. Right. So you can know. You can't just be like, yeah, nah, fuck it. Okay, I don't believe in that no more.
Of course not.
But then you still blind.
Of course not. Even an atheist has to believe that here's the crazy part about atheism, bro. And to y'all out there, if you is, hey, so be it. But you still have to believe that there is some higher being to not believe in that higher being. You dig what I'm saying? Unless you just out here like, I don't believe in nothing.
Living blind.
But if you, God ain't real. I don't believe in God. But you know it's a God out there.
Yeah, if you believe in nothing, you believe in everything. Right. So you can't. Yeah, it ain't no escaping it.
It's really not, man. Somebody created us. Something created. We got here some type of way, and I like to look at it. You know, when people come with the whole where did the Earth come from conversation. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Hawking say the Big Bang Theory, and then you got, you know, the people, Christians say God created it in 7 days, and then you got it's the scientists and stuff like that. They just here. We just popped up. You dig what I'm saying? I kind of like to look at it like, I believe in God. You dig what I'm saying? And I like to look at it like God created the earth, but the science of the earth did what it needed to do. Right. You dig what I'm saying? He created cells. He created the biology of it. You know what I'm saying? A leaf gonna be a leaf when it grows, and the oxygen gonna come off of there, and da 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 da. That all that had to come from somewhere. Right. You dig? So it's just so many different conversations, man, about Earth and eyes being open and what's really going on and what they put before us and what we see and what we can believe, what we can't believe. And it's like, man, sometimes you just have to sit down and be like, okay, fuck what everybody else is saying. And how can I make it to tomorrow? Tomorrow ain't promised, you did what I'm saying? But it's like, let me make sure, just in case I'm here tomorrow, I got these affairs in order. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure, just in case. Now, and then the crazy part about it, shit, we see people with all these goddamn GoFundMes. You still, while you thinking just in case I'm here tomorrow, you gotta think the same today, just in case I'm not here tomorrow. How is this gonna maintain? How is that gonna maintain? And at the end of the day, dog, the next person is thinking that same shit for themselves. And I feel like we could get past all this other unnecessary shit when folk realize, hey man, look, do what you need to do, I'ma do what I need to do, mind your business, and we gonna keep it pushing, man. Bert, where you from, bro? Florida, what part? Tallahassee, Florida. All right, this y'all family homecoming weekend. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Well, what's they the Rattlers out there, man. So growing up in Tallahassee, man, like in school, what they taught y'all, man? History class wise. Oh, yeah. It ain't really no way to fuck up some 2 + 2 = 4 is gonna equal 4 in Alabama, is gonna equal 4 in Mississippi, is gonna equal 4 in New York City. Yeah. But New York gonna say some shit about black folk that Mississippi ain't really gonna say. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about like history class, stuff like that.
Well, shit. I mean, I feel like from what I know now, I feel like we all learn the same thing. It's all fabricated. Mm-hmm. It's all a lie. Like, it's truths in it. If you know the truth, you can see that, okay, they talking about some real shit. Right. But the story is all fucked up. Right. So, but we all learn the same basic thing, because this school education nowadays, it's not to teach you to think. Mm-mm. It's to train you to do things. So it trains you just to respond, to follow orders and shit like that. Abide. Yeah. So I don't feel like education is really beneficial for anybody. Like, now when you take it to a college level, you into the world.
That's when you learn.
You into, right. But mm-hmm. You into people. It ain't about really education. They really trying to teach you how to navigate people, and at the same time, what you do learn is how to research, mm-hmm. the independentness of it. So that's what you get from it, and that's what you should have learned when you was in high school, how to research, because that teach you how to think, how to find my truth, how to find the truth behind stuff, not just take what I hear on the news or what I hear from somebody and be like, oh, that's a fact because I heard that twice. Right. So you register in your mind, be like, oh yeah, no, that's true because somebody said, and now the other person thinks it's true because they never heard it before. Shit. But we don't know the
truth is only what you believe, though.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, you gotta be able to separate yourself from that.
Somebody can say the sky being blue is the truth, but if you say no, motherfucker, it's purple.
Yeah, nah. If you live by the northern lights, that shit green.
But it's green to them. So if they say the sky, if you tell them the sky blue, they're gonna be like, well, it's green over here. Mm-hmm. So it is true that the sky is blue because your eyes telling you the sky is blue. Now, if you want to break it down to scientific levels, then at some point, some layer in the sky is not blue. Man. So yeah, you can do that, but that's just a trick. That's also to teach you to think. When they say that, okay, well, somebody said that's teaching you to think critically. So why wouldn't the sky be blue? If I'm looking at it in the sky blue, why wouldn't the sky be blue? Right. That's a question you got to ask yourself instead of just being like, oh well, yeah, shit, you heard it from scientific something. All right, we got to be true then. It's like, nah, nigga, you can't take that for face value. What you afraid to answer questions for?
Right. That shit pay homage to how I think, man. Like I believe nothing I hear. Only 50% of what I see.
Of course. Yeah, you got a question.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of niggas, like they might see a girl in distress or some shit. You know what I mean? She might have just got smacked by a nigga.
I saw a lady in distress today, boy. She was she had dropped some grocery bags. I was like, you know what? I should give her a ride. Till I pulled up and she had a cigarette in her hand. I was like, nah.
See what I'm saying? Like, for example, if that girl gets smacked by that nigga, you run up thinking, oh, stop, but you don't know she just spit in this nigga face and burnt him with a cigarette. Now you done put yourself in some shit that you ain't even, you shouldn't even have been there. You know, your hardest job is keeping your own nose clean. You know what I mean? So, you gotta keep your shit out the way.
Yeah, and I think you should just address that situation a certain way too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hands up, like, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, you try to be a mediator, not like
not trying to intervene
between a man and a woman. Is between that man and that woman.
Exactly.
God.
For real.
Ain't coming there.
That
Brown.
between that man and that woman.
You try to say today, you get shot.
If shit get out of hand, if shit get too out of hand, you know what?
Kobe Bryant, shoot first. Questions later.
No, sir. I done seen it happen all kind of ways. Like, who is you talking about nigga like that? Lady.
Hey,
switch up on it
quick. It's 2 on 1.
Now you have to get up.
Like,
I was trying to help you. Ain't no way, man.
Exactly, bro. Like,
Ain't no way.
that shit is crazy.
Ain't no way, man. But it's just the way of the world. Casey, you were saying earlier, like it's crazy out here. The world is in a crazy state right now. Like, and I always, lately I've been thinking, like, what happened to get us here? You dig what I'm saying? Because some people say the pandemic drove us to being crazy. But no, shit was crazy before that. Some people say Charlottesville is what drove us crazy. I don't know. But it's like, when we was on deployment, when we left, shit was all right. When we came back, I feel like that 7 months did me a disservice. Because it's like, nigga.
Man, he's out the loop.
Yeah, Charlottesville happened when we was gone.
Man, it's like, the way I look at it, bro, it's a cycle.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be something like this. Like, we torn between who won an election. But if I don't know if you remember, like in 2000, that nigga Al Gore won the popular vote. Bush won the whole thing. The country was torn. Next thing you know, guess what happened?
9/11.
But they were elected in Florida anyway.
Exactly, like they
It was his brother, because his brother was the governor.
They did multiple recounts. Al Gore won every single one of them, and they ignored it. He even ignored it.
Like, they ripped the country apart, and then they try to add this like dramatic as like just something that just will bring us together, whether it's a terrorist attack or one group of people being hated. You know what I mean? You got Asian hate. You know what I'm saying?
Don't nobody give a damn about nigga hate though.
Exactly,
Shit.
bro. Like, niggas is
What about it? But it's just
free range chickens, for real.
For real. And in every country around the world, they have their version of niggas.
Yeah,
like niggas ain't just African American.
They call them niggas sand niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We seen them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
RPGs, Humvees, like that shit.
But that's history.
That go way back. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about way back, like Shakespeare days. You dig what I'm saying?
Shit beyond that.
The Moors and all that shit. But they say Adam and Eve were black.
No, Adam and Eve didn't exist.
Talk to me.
Yeah, all that didn't exist.
So who was the first people? Somebody had to be first.
We was the first people. We was the first people everywhere. Black people was the first people everywhere. We invented everything. We built everything. They fuck with history and the timeline to make it seem like they did it. So they fuck with it. The Greeks was black. The Romans was black. They was mixed. You had some of them white niggas over there, but because they had to get civilized by the Moors and then the Greeks and the Moors, or the Phoenicians. And
them too. Yeah.
That's how it went down. So we civilized them multiple times, but they got this nature. And we think that we the same species. So we get confused. We get trying to get them to understand our way of thinking. And they have a whole different way of thinking. That's like trying to get a dog to understand a cat.
Mm-hmm.
We different species. And we've been here so long that we've forgotten who we are.
Right.
We built the pyramids. We was beyond that. The pyramids are so old that the Egyptians they don't even remember certain scripts that was on the pyramids. So we gotta regain our history so we can understand what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see them. You can see who the people are that's fucking you over. who's fucking with us. You can see it, and we don't get caught up in politics thinking that Democrats and Republicans are different people. Like, nah, they the same people. They get paid by the same people. If it came down to it, like, they gon' fold every time. So it's like we get caught up in that, but that's just a distraction.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They got this hand doing this and the left hand behind the back doing tricks. You know what I mean?
Right.
You wonder why we got here. We need to dig into who took over education.
Mm-hmm.
And how they manipulated it, how they said they was gonna teach the 1% a liberal education and teach the rest of us
right, what we learned,
how to work education.
Yeah, I always like think about, like, remember, you know how they tell us that the slaves had to like learn English and learn how to read and write, shit like that, right? Nobody ever sits and thinks about, nobody ever talks about how, like, these was grown people they brought over here. You dig what I'm saying? Like, to the point where you're not gonna go and get no baby. You dig what I'm saying? To say we gonna come over, bring them over here and be no slave, right? Mm-hmm. Well, so you saying they started them off as children and raised them up to be slaves?
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Come on.
Because you gotta think, see, we gotta dig into that too. They got us thinking we was just some dumb, ignorant slaves.
Right. That's where I'm going with this.
But it wasn't like that. We was already here.
Okay.
We gotta really understand what I'm saying. We was already here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we own the land. The Moors was here.
Right.
And they was mixed in with the natives, but they was here. They owned land. They was chiefs. They owned territories. Americans, the people they sent over here became like a 13th colony. The other 12 colonies was us, but we think it was the other states and stuff like that. We get it confused because we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But they took the land from us. That's what all the treaties was. That's what all the little things they did with the Indians, the so-called $5 Indian thing and all that stuff. They was taking the land, slowly but surely taking the land under one agreement. Because they was fighting with each other too now. France was fighting, Spain was fighting, Britain, all them people was fighting. But they still was under one agreement. They was going to take this land from us. Mm-hmm. They did the same thing in South America and the islands. They took it. Why you think France hate Haiti so much? Why you think they doing Haiti like that so much? Because Haiti took their independence.
Man, it's a damn shame what they doing to Haiti now.
Yeah, but
down there at the border, man.
Yeah, because that hate run deep.
Yeah.
France was supposed to be a superpower. But we said, nah. The Haitians said, nah. We not taking this shit. But we was tricked over here because we had the land. So slavery, niggas got took. Mm-hmm. That shit happened. Niggas was whipped, niggas was all that. That shit happened. But some niggas was owning shit. So we gotta understand that it was happening all at the same time.
It was like some free black people.
Yeah, it was a lot though. Yeah. And it was happening all at the same time. And we just get told one half of the story to fuck with our minds, so we can think, oh, we some dumb ass.
Blind to it, bro. Like you look at a Native American, they hairy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not meant to be in the sun. They came from that strip of land from Alaska that connected to the continent of the U.S. They migrated down to here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make it seem like they was here. And then, no offense, Native Americans, I'm part Native American, but, I educate myself, you know what I mean? Like, they get their reparations, they little check they get cut, and they tell us we got 40 acres and a mule. Yeah. But you gotta remember, the KKK was there. It ain't shit to run niggas off the land. You keep lighting this shit on fire, and you got hoods on in the middle. And you can't even, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
we took all the way to goddamn 2021.
You know what I'm saying?
Money bad to get 28 acres. You ain't got no mule though.
Shit, if you dig into our history,
you ain't get no mule.
Native American history, you might have some land owed to you.
God, like all them deeds and shit, all them big ass papers they pull out, all them shit's gone for us.
So do y'all think shit that it'll ever become a time again or ever in the history of the world before this shit blow up that black people actually get what's just due?
I mean, I think it's totally different. See, I try to think on a whole spiritual level. I think it's beyond that. It's more to life than doing that, because we've been here for so long. We done did it. We done had it for a very long time. So it's okay that they got it. The messed up thing is that they trying to fuck with our mind. Because that was the jewel. That's what we understood. We built the pyramid because we thought that was the shape of the brain, the mind, the pineal gland. We thought deeper. You know, that's why they came in with religion, so they could cover that up, so we won't be on that same old stuff. And they demonized it, made it seem like it was something else. But I'm trying to get to that. But in that aspect, if we want to, we could. We're not that bad right now. If we really look at it, like if you get away from the propaganda, the media, all that noise, and you just look at it, go outside, you'll see, oh yeah, black people own a lot of stuff. Black people out here getting money. Yeah. It's just we, as a collective group, we don't have no unity in thinking. So we'll never reach no height to where we can bring up a community or a nation. We can talk all that noise and say, yeah, I'm going to give back to my community. Yeah, you put money in some white people pocket with your little building. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some kids going to come here, they going to see something different, whatever, but they ain't going to be able to do nothing great. That's like, what's great? Making money, being safe, and making money, being able to provide for your family and all that, that's cool, that's great. That's beautiful. But what's great? Other people can build nations. Like, that's great. We can't have a nation builder. Why our nation builders got to get killed? It's one thing if we just can't do it. But why they got to get killed when they try to do it? Oh, God. So that lets you know you ain't free. You can get all the money you want. Fuck all the girls you want. All the diamonds, all that you want. Because we own that. We'll come take it from you if we felt like it. So you ain't free if you can't build up a nation if you felt like it. Like, that's what's great. So we need to get back to that. And if we had a collective agreement and understanding with that, then we can put a little bit of differences aside and at the same time acknowledge it and know it. Like, all right, niggas be tripping sometimes. So we're going to have to check them when them times come. So we got to check them and we got to move militantly together. Right. We can't say, okay, these niggas tripping, fuck niggas.
We all gotta
go back to them. Like, nah, get your mind together. We can. Then you get over that hump and we can build something. We can get back to something where we can be like, yeah, we really are kings. And not try to put on this facade to say we are to cover up that pain. Because we know deep down we ain't free. Like, until you free your mind and you really make that decision, like, yeah, I'll die for this shit. Because I believe it's more. Because I don't believe in the religion story. I know if you really dig into it and you learn the science behind it, then you can read it and get the message. Right. But other than that, you ain't gotta fear death. And I think when they put that fear into you, that's when they get crazy.
That's definitely some real shit you just spoke, man. There's definitely a lot of shit to take in, a lot of shit to think about, bro. Because you're right. It is so much stuff that's been covered up. It's so many things that have been told to us that come out to some bullshit. One of my favorite, these folks know it, one of my favorite lies that I was told as a child is that George Washington had wooden teeth. That is one of my favorite, to grow up and find out that he had the teeth of slaves. To know that white people's mouth wasn't that clean, that he had to get some slave teeth. You gotta turn a negative into a positive. His breath probably smelled like dog shit because he had 32 niggas' teeth in his mouth. But that's one of my favorite lies, man. But because I really don't know how I would have felt as a child to hear. Yeah. So I think that does play a part in the whole school system shit as a whole. Dig what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, how gruesome can you be to a child? You know, But it comes to think, like, at what point should they start, if they were to switch over, or if they were to start teaching, the real history of the shit, at what age or what time frame should they start teaching it?
Sure, you see what they doing in Texas? They trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. They taking Martin Luther King out the book, bro.
I feel like from
I said they was going to do that on this podcast, by the way.
What?
Run me my shit. That they was going to take Martin Luther King out the book. I said that. Go back. Listen to it. It's out there. And look what happened.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. They said they taking Dr. King out the history books, bro. Like, what? What are you going to replace it with? What are you going to say? You dig what I'm saying?
That shit sucks, bro. Niggas trying to rewrite history.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling niggas, like, I always run into niggas who be like into music and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when they tell me Eminem is the best rapper alive, that shit is like spitting in my face, bro. You know what I mean? Because we got Rock. They gave that shit to Elvis.
Right.
But as niggas we know, Chuck Berry. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Adele winning all the Grammys and shit.
Adele
we long and gone,
folks she Jamaican, but
when we long and gone, they gonna write her off as the queen of R&B.
Yeah. And
they gonna do the same thing with Eminem, to Wayne, Jay-Z. And I ain't gonna say Big and Pac because they failed the one mission, longevity. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. And that shit suck, man. Like, we be getting written out of history. Then we got niggas writing our history for us. You know what I mean? Like, the niggas supposed to tell the story get off, they killed in some mysterious accident, and then you got these niggas to tell the story. Same thing with the Bible, man. That shit been translated so many times. It's like, how the fuck do you know you got it right?
But let me say this though. Let's see.
Talk your shit.
I got a deep hatred for niggas.
I do.
I
hate everybody. I'm not racist. I hate everybody equally. Whether you Asian, white, I don't fuck with none of y'all. Stay out of my business. Leave me alone, bro. I'm good.
I only hate niggas. Cause see, white people, I understand they different from me.
Yeah.
So they gonna act how they act. And the other ones, they act how they act too. Whatever. But niggas, we let ourselves down. Cause see, we have niggas throughout history, recent history, that done told us history.
Mm-hmm.
That done put on the shows. And they ain't have social media now. So I guess that's what didn't carry them through. But I feel like we should have carried them through. But we let them down. We carried the entertainers through whatever. Drug addiction, whatever. We carried them all the way through. But the people who tried to tell us the truth.
Yeah.
We heard them. We said, all right, nigga. And kept moving. And kept moving.
Right on, bro.
We turned our back on them. So we can't blame nobody but ourselves because we got scared. We ain't want to fight no more.
Yeah.
We took the white man religion. We said, okay, everybody else, the Chinese, who they worship? Some Chinese person. The Arabs, who they worship? Some Arab person. The niggas, they worship some white person. We said, okay, you know what? We'll take that. We tired of getting beat. Because we've been here for so long. That's the thing. We tired. So we got to come to that understanding that, okay, we have been here for a long time. We done had everything that we hoping to get.
Right.
So we can make a decision. We got to understand who we really are. We just lost step. That's really what happened. We really lost step. Because throughout history, we've been in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ever since they came on the scene, that's another thing. They ain't even been here for that long. Like, they only been here for like 6,000, 7,000 years.
Where they come from?
Shit, they come from... I don't like to say off the rip because I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I done read a whole bunch of things and I done heard a whole bunch of people say the same thing.
Right.
But I wasn't there. So I'm not going to put it out there as a truth, a fact. That's what people need to get. People got to understand. You got to find that for yourself.
Don't
be people like have said they came from the mountains and certain places in the mountains. But then when you talk to people who done delved into the metaphysics, they take you on a whole nother journey. So it's like, I don't like to tell people that. It's like, just look it up. Like, they still ain't been here that long on the history side of it.
Yeah.
So you ain't even got to dig into...
Neanderthals.
Yeah.
Not, no disrespect, but, like, you do your research, find what you find, you make your own judgment.
Your judgment, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they give you the caveman bullshit, and it fucks it all up. But if you get the timeline together, then you see, okay, well, the caveman shit must have happened way goddamn back.
Yeah.
Because we done been here for so goddamn long. And then light-skinned people came. Because it's written in history, not like it ain't stuff that somebody just passing down the line like telephone. They wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
So even white people, even the Greeks wrote it down. The people we gonna claim are white. So if they wrote it down and they was talking how the black people been here for so long and been older, they even say they older than them. So it's like, okay, we gotta readjust then. Because if the pyramids been here for that long, then they've been able to do that type of stuff that long ago.
Right.
But we get stuck with slavery. We get stopped right there. We be like, okay, boom, slavery.
Because somebody had to grow up to think about the math it takes to put the pyramid together.
So we get stopped at slavery, and then we get
that
first.
shit little
First.
When you think about it. That shit. Shout out to him.
Shout out to that boy.
Hey, because I ain't living no rock.
That's it. Hello.
That shit crazy. Even with the Sphinx and shit, you know, how they like took the nose off and shit because it looked like a nigga nose.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they try to say, oh, it's erosion, deterioration. Why everything else ain't get
Eroded.
and deteriorated? Why the nose, the only thing that's visibly missing from the face? You know what I mean? Like, think about that, man. Like,
It's a lot of shit to think
Yeah,
about, man. It's definitely a lot of shit to think about that's really hitting, you know what I'm saying? It'll hit different ways. You dig what I'm saying? And so many things that'll be placed in front of you and you like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like multiple things that y'all done brought up, you know what I'm saying, within the few minutes we've been talking, you dig what I'm saying? It's just so much shit to have to take in, you know what I'm saying, and still have to maintain.
it's just the unknown.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, bro.
Yeah.
Unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shit, look into yourself, because once you see it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
People feel like, oh shit, that's just too much to be thinking about all the time. Like, no, it ain't. You think on layers.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that now. I'm not saying it's too much to think about. No, I'm saying it's so much. Like, it's a lot to have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, as being a black person. You know what I mean? Like, white folk can go out and have not a fucking care in the world. You know what I mean?
But it should be reversed. We shouldn't have a care in the world. Even in spite of the situation, we shouldn't have a care in the world. Because that's how deep we need to look into who we are and what we was on back then. Because we can't build pyramids.
So are you saying slavery was a result of what we was on back then?
No.
Like, oh no, we got to get these niggas.
No.
Or you see what I'm saying? Like I guess my question is, at what point or how did they come to the mindset of that's it? That's what we gonna do. We gonna make them work for us.
I ain't gonna front.
You see what I'm saying?
Arab started it.
It's something like that. Because even with like mummification, like when you look at that shit and these motherfuckers that cut this shit open, and you can tell it's a cat that's been here for X, Y, Z 1,000 years. Like, niggas gotta be smart to preserve that body for that long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when they catch on to that type of shit, like, damn, these niggas cooking with grease down there.
But it's deeper than that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Because let's think about it in the old days, how it would be. If we fight, the people I capture, they can be my slaves. Like, if I choose that, they can be my slaves, prisoners of war.
Right.
Because that's the way of the land, if it's like that. So we did that. But we got to look into history. We got to understand that when we did it, it was slaves that rose up to be kings. That's different. That means our nature about it is different. The Arabs started the nature about it that we understand. Because they was jealous. It's a jealousy among when we come on the scene or when they get reintroduced to us. It's always a jealousy.
Oh man,
And
that
we
shit went
understand why.
crazy on Twitter the other day.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm talking about the fucking nigga. Did you see that shit? You be on Twitter? You don't really be on Twitter like that. It was a fucking. First of all, it was a tweet. It was some Arabs dancing. And it was a dude, black dude, retweeting and was like, "I bet it's stinking now." Set the fucking world on fire, my boy. I'm talking about. They went back and forth like yada yada yada. Y'all got this, y'all got that.
See, that's
So yeah, but.
And I think that's just that's a what they call that, a genetic thing now.
Yeah.
Because we ignorant to why.
Mm-hmm.
It's a genetic thing now. It's just a response. It's a genetic response.
Yeah.
You say, oh, a nigga said what? We even do it.
Of course.
Yeah.
But no, I'm saying
like,
because you brought up the Indians and the niggas.
But
it just hit that.
It's always been because they always, like, the way history write it, they always value our women. Like, they always lust for our women.
Right.
And they women always lust for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been some kind of jealousy because we brought the brilliance. We brought the innovation. So imagine that. Imagine this one race of people. We come in all different sizes, shapes, and colors. But one type of people come into the land always. They get the women and they bring in the business. Always. You develop a genetic hate for them.
Very fair.
Because you feel lesser. Because you know you lesser. Because back then, the truth was plain back then. It was understood. So nowadays, we get
like
sold all this different type of shit.
They put the camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
They know the fuck going
You can
on.
look at it now. You got all these white bitches getting.
So when they had their chance, they took it.
And shit, man.
And they still ain't attracted to me at all.
That's crazy.
Ugly. I don't want you. Don't say nothing to me. I'm not even looking your direction.
And I'm
At
glad
all.
you said that because if we want to really save ourselves,
Oh, Suzette.
if we want to save ourselves, we need to save the black woman.
Yeah.
We gotta stop doing
Protect black women at all costs, man.
But we can't. Like, I understand we got those crazy fucking black women. I get it. We got some of them. I get it. But we gotta understand though. We
protect them.
because we don't understand. Because I think
I know
about
there's
it
a
like
nigga out there right now, and she protect herself.
yeah. But no, we really
You
gotta
heard
feel it. Because what if your mama went crazy? You still gonna hold her down no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's how I think about it. And it's like, yeah, you gotta deal with her way different.
But everybody ain't my mama got that.
Yeah, but you gotta deal with her different. I ain't saying we gotta fucking open arms, let her cut you, scratch you up like a cat. No,
Right.
you deal with her different. But you make sure she protected from the outside bullshit if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if she keep running to it, then whatever. But you gotta try to teach her about herself. Like, learn about yourself. Learn who you are and learn why I want to cherish you. It ain't about because you just a black woman, you just the other half of my species. But we going back to creation. Because we was the first. So when I think about creation, I think about it's just this black space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got this thought, this idea come. And they give birth like a womb show up. Like imagine a womb showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And then this black figure show up, a nigga.
Yeah.
And he manifests that thought. So she gave birth to him to bring forth all creation.
Mm-hmm.
He just spoke it all into existence. He just spoke what she thought. He brought her dreams into existence. And then he manifested himself into that reality.
Mm-hmm.
Us. And she manifested herself down here. And she gave birth to the world.
Who is she?
The black woman. But if you think about it, God.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it's a woman at all. Just think about it as two different energies in the world.
Yeah.
Masculine and feminine energy.
Right.
They came together and they had a thought. And they produced the world. But if we put it into a context that we can understand, like religion, then say she gave birth to the man who manifested the world, the creator, the supreme creator.
Mm-hmm.
You can call him God. But she's also God because she's the other half of him.
Right on.
Together they God.
Right.
She gave birth to him. He brought forth her idea. He manifested himself into reality. And he brought her down.
Mm-hmm.
And as they lowered into vibration to the state that we are now,
Mm-hmm.
they were just keeping the connection to all the different realities or dimensions they created within that whatever.
Right.
So
is it safe to say their name could have been Adam and Eve?
I mean, if you want to put it in that, I mean, but Adam and Eve was created by God. But
That womb.
Well, God, but the
Where that
Bible
womb
say,
come from now?
No, but the Bible say God.
That's what you said now.
What?
The womb came from who? Her.
No.
Her being
But
God.
the Bible say she
It created.
came from Adam.
Yeah, because in the
But
Bible,
I got you. I got you. Hold on. You said the womb created. Boom. And then once the man manifested, he came out and he thought and he dreamed and he brought her down. Now, do the Bible not say Adam was here? The story can say, yeah, it came from the rib and created and she came down as well.
In the
No.
Bible,
See, you looking at it. No, see.
Hold on now. In the Bible, she brought him down.
But nah.
With that damn apple shit or whatever the fuck they was talking about.
When you say bring them down, like you saying in creation or bring down like as in demise?
Nah, like that's what it was. She brought him down. After that happened, Cain and Abel came, right?
Yeah, but see, you
feel
thinking
me,
about it as though they
dog?
dropped down like.
No,
yeah,
I'm not saying
it's
just
two
drop
ways-
down.
it's
However
two
they
ways-
were created.
But it's two
However
ways
they
to think
coming
about
out.
it. But think
Because
about it.
remember I said God created the earth and then it brought it out and then it did what the fuck it needed to do.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? We on the same page. We got the same message.
But
different
God said
delivery.
there was multiple gods.
That's okay as
That's
well.
what we
And
created
it's
earth.
gonna be created that
Yeah,
way.
we created them in our image.
See, that's the thing. Like,
They had to
that's-
change that.
Like I fuck with. Like,
Yeah,
you
see,
know,
I mean,
so we can get into
it
that,
can
and
go.
you
It
gotta-
can go.
If
It
you
can
gonna
go.
give up the Bible, you need to know what's in the Bible.
It can go. That's what I'm
And
saying.
I
I
had to
never
give it up.
said that, bro. I never said that. Of course, humans gonna be humans. Humans are gonna create some shit. If my mind, if I could think hard enough to say, you know what, to hell with all that, I could create this fucking MacBook is my God. To be in spite of, you know, it's. I talked about the atheists earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They know it's something out there. It might not be G-O-D, you know what I'm saying? It could be Allah out there like, boy, if only you really knew. But it's somebody.
Yeah.
Buddha could be being quiet like, man, you know what? I put him in trouble. It's something out there.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like niggas is
I
all.
thi-
We all have
Yeah.
a belief that there's a
Yeah.
creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that form, I can't get down with it because it's just like for me, like I said, like it's been translated so many times.
Right.
You know what I mean? From
Right.
Whatever language
Right.
to whatever language, and then it's just at the end of the day, it's
These
King James
days, I try to.
What's that game you play in high school?
The telephone game.
Yeah.
These days, I tend to focus on more the relationship than the religion.
See, that's
You see?
Nipsey. I
The relationship
focus on
with what?
He focused on
That higher being.
But what-
I choose to call it God. I
Yeah,
choose to say
but
it's
in
God.
in
You can
reality-
choose to say it be.
Yeah, no, but I want to understand in reality how you deal with the relationship. Because you know you got a relationship
I pray.
with your girl,
Mhm.
but what you praying to? Like, are you just repeating thoughts out into space, or are you trying to motivate yourself? Are you motivating God?
I'm gonna say I'm speaking to God because God speaks to me. You dig what I'm saying? Whether it be my conscience, whoever it is, something is moving something. Something had to create something. I'm telling you, I choose to call that God just in case.
Yeah.
That's how I was raised. That's how I came up. You dig what I'm saying? And I understand that it's all kind of things that have been put in place. Because if you go to China, them Chinese folk ain't gonna say shit about black people being no king, queen, none of that. If you go to Turkey, they gonna look at you. I was there. You was there with me. They gonna look you dead in your eye. Boy, I do something to you. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna put myself as a black person on a pedestal. Yes, because that's the hand that I was dealt. If I was Chinese, if my name was Lao Tzu, Confucius, or whoever else, the same way I look at Chinese folks, say they ain't got shit to do with me. The hell with them. I would look at it, niggas ain't got nothing to do with me. You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm saying though is, I got you. I definitely got you. But something, somewhere at the end of the the beginning of the day,
Yeah.
something had to do it.
Yeah.
I choose to call it God.
Yeah,
You
no,
understand?
I think about it as, cause see, when I say if he dropped down, he manifested himself here.
Mm-hmm.
It make it sound different. But imagine just the first step in the completing cycle, just on different levels.
Yeah.
And then to get here, just how you get born from a woman.
Mm-hmm.
That same concept.
Mm-hmm.
throw that back up to the top. That's the same concept.
Right.
That's what we can see in reality.
Right.
So when you go back to a free, open mind of thinking, and you want to understand what's God, you have to look at what you can see within your reality, because God placed that there for you to understand.
Yeah.
So when you see life, that's the only God-like creation that happens on earth other than nature.
Yeah.
So you got to associate, okay, that will be the first association with God, the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look into history, that's how it was, and then they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm saying with religion today. They made it so masculine. That's why we have this masculine society.
Got you. I got you.
Misogynistic society.
I got you.
Because we based on religion. Everything based down to religion. So if that, no matter what, because that's what you get when you're a kid, no matter what. They feel like, no, you can get the worst parent in the world. They going to feel like, okay, well, my child need God.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's your base understanding of life. So they already trap you in the box as a kid, no matter what, whether you get sent to school or not. It's just, my only thing is try to open your mind out of that without having fear. I'm not saying God don't exist.
See, that's that square.
Because God gotta exist. If God don't exist, then your mama don't exist.
Right.
Then, like, you're going to have to start throwing stuff away. Your daddy don't exist.
I got you.
Because they created you. So God's something.
I
Yeah.
got you.
It's just, when you get trapped in the religion or the Christianity, Muslim, all them boxes, you dealing with a different type of beast if you don't know what you're reading.
Yeah. Of course.
That's how you get sucked into
Of
hating
course.
yourself as a nigga.
Of course.
Because they make
course.
sure niggas ain't
Of
shit in
course.
that motherfucker.
As you can probably tell, you know what I'm saying? I ain't.
Ain't none of the ain't.
I done looked at
Black.
it a couple of times. Like,
Maybe
look,
first
let me
one.
got down. So it's definitely that's just me as a person. You dig what I'm saying? That's just how I've been from birth, man. I'm a rock with to the next man. You know what I'm saying? You can look to whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just choose to call it. You know what I'm saying? Based off of how I was raised, God. You dig? That's just where I'm at. You know what I mean? It ain't no if ands or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those who gonna tell you, oh no, that's blasphemous. Oh no, that's a sin to do this. Nah, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody is created with their own mind. Somebody created them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, you know what? I'm gonna let them not fuck with me. I'm gonna let them not fuck with me. I'm gonna let them not fuck with me. They really not gonna fuck with me. Whether it be God, like I said earlier, Confucius, Buddha, whomever, because the ones who fuck with God don't fuck with them. You see what I'm saying? The ones who fuck with them don't fuck with God. You see what I'm saying? It's probably somebody, why you cussing like that to my God? Y'all know how I get down. You did? But it's just like, you know how you got, it's the season right now. You know how you got your football team, you like, well, hey, win, lose, or draw.
Mm-hmm. And my only problem with it, because it's like you can believe what you want to believe, because once you understand it, it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So my only problem with it is just what it do to the mind, because the mind is the most important thing.
Right.
And it's like, that's why, because I got two sides to me. My ego want to save the world, save black people, but the other side of me don't give a fuck. Like, whatever. So, my ego just want to be like, yo, you can deal with it, but don't let it scare you from just, thinking. You know, it can guide your life however you want it to guide your life. Just don't let it scare you from thinking.
Right.
And that's the only thing. But that's just, it's a deep understanding that people got to get to.
What was some of your inspiration behind like digging deeper into all of this? Like, was it one day you woke up and it was like, you know what, something clicked, or did somebody tell you? Like, did somebody teach you? Like, let me know a little bit of that journey. What happened with that?
Well, alright. Well, I grew up already. Like, we ain't grew up with no kind of hate. Like, we grew up with self-love. We understood who we were and stuff. Like, we ain't get it's weird. Like we didn't get taught that we built the pyramids and stuff, but we understood that we was a different caliber of people.
Right.
But
and this is in your household.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But shit, when I got out of the Navy, I was bored at work on watching podcasts, and I was listening. I want to say
you still watch podcasts?
Yeah.
Make sure you put this shit in your rotation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Already. But I want to say it was either Dick Gregory or probably Lord Jamar or somebody on Black TV or whatever. But and I was like, they said something, and it was like, wait a minute. Hell, like I was just like, hell no, because I was like, nah, my mama's a hard believer in that.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, nah. So I looked into it, and then politics was going on. You know, Trump was crazy, and I was like, and I was on the side of the hate Trump side. I was like, yeah, Trump crazy, man. All that, because I believed all the stuff they were saying. But then I just started looking at videos that pop up while I'm watching the podcast, and I'll watch the video. And I'll be like, damn, they said that. Then they'll show the clip, and I'll be like, well, that's kind of not what he said. And that's just what I'm thinking. Then I'm starting to watch all the clips. I'm like, well, they really bullshitted on that one. Like, they really dropped the ball. They was lying their ass off. So I started looking at the other ones. I'm like, damn, they lying on all these motherfuckers. So I started questioning everything. I was like, all right, this shit weird. And I was like, y'all really make this nigga out to be the fucking monster to us. To niggas. Like, fuck how you make him out to be the white people. The trauma y'all don't put on us make this nigga out to be our Hitler. You govern us to be into a whole racial war. So I'm checking in. I'm like, yeah, all right, let me check who this nigga really is. This nigga is not who they saying he is. He a much better guy. Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna say what ties he got politically when it comes to coronavirus and stuff like that. But when it came to the racist side of things, he wasn't that nigga. When it came to that misogynistic side of things, he wasn't that nigga. When it came to fucking over in America, being a Russian spy, he wasn't that nigga.
He was just a white man, for real.
Yeah, but what you expect? And he's not a politician.
Exactly.
Like, that nigga...
He's not gonna coddle us. We black. We so fucking hurt. We need to be coddled so fucking much. I get it. They whipped our ass for a little bit, but we've been here for so goddamn long. We can take a little beating and get the fuck back up. Like, know yourself. Like, look a little deeper. Don't let slavery be the end of it and then start listening to first this, first that, first this. Nigga, first what?
Fall 9 times, get up 10.
Get up 10. Get up 10.
Like,
but we only fell fucking once.
Like, they always mention color. Like, one thing I noticed about him, only color he really cared about is dream, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga's a businessman.
Exactly.
At
least he would have
he
would have put America in position, but I don't even think that really matters, cause shit, the forces, if we want to deal with who we fucking fighting against, the forces that we deal with so goddamn big, it don't even matter.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Only thing that's gonna beat them is us, and you see how uncollective we can get. We not gonna, like, we can do it on a small level, but to be the level that's gonna make them niggas understand, we ain't there yet.
They have a different way of thinking, bro. It's just like with us, with them, it's like, you know what? Put a group of them together. This what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put, all right, Steven, you're crazy, so we know we can see you in there first to scope the scene, do whatever the fuck, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just think of a situation, whatever. John, you're strong, so we can use you. You're the muscle. You can scare him off. Da 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 da. Jane, you're a woman. Make them feel good. You know, boom, strategize. Yada yada yada. Us, the minute we say, "Hey, James, you strong. You gonna be security." Yada yada yada. Teresa, make them feel good. The same shit. Somebody gonna yell out, "Who the fuck put you in charge?"
I'm not getting paid enough. He's so bad, like,
on time.
And it's like, how? Like,
because they instilled that shit.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
of course. Because I know it. I know it down to the goddamn. I ain't gonna say I know it as a fact, but I know on the slave field, it was probably, yeah, it was for sure. We know this. 2-3 niggas you had to answer to before you actually got to a white person, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Like,
but
they chain of command, so to speak.
That's what I'm saying. They implement that through the business.
Yeah.
You got to go to your shift lead.
Yeah.
Shift lead, you got to go to the
the manager.
The shift manager, you got to go to the manager. And then after that, it's just so on.
You gotta go to your third class. You gotta go to your second class. Your first class. You
can't
just walk in and see your office.
Like,
wow.
Like,
that's how they
did
create
you
that
like
vibe.
change, man? Like,
and the bank do that.
Shit, my leadership was not like that. I'm going straight to the top. You fucking me.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
man, they had an open door. They told us they were like,
I mean,
if
you got your ducks in a row and you got, you can prove what you saying, you could go straight to the top. But back then,
you gonna have to prove that motherfucker.
Yeah, back then it just was like, nah, you gotta go see Steven. Steven gotta go talk to Calvin. Calvin finna cut the skull open in front of Django. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like real shit.
For real though, straight like that.
Right,
Ain't
so
no
what,
way.
But
That nigga say not my niggas.
What if all y'all jobs, like what if all the banks said we're not giving no more money to the jobs, to everything that pay you? Like what you gonna do?
Shit.
How you gonna go to the top then? Who the top? Cause you'll go to your first employees, right? You'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Where my money at?
Yeah.
I've been working. They be like, I can't do nothing. I don't have no money. All the money in the bank. The bank ain't giving out no money.
Bank ain't giving out the money.
So you gonna go to the bank? You gonna go to a bank teller, a regular
Yeah,
everyday.
for real though.
Yeah,
You gonna go
and
to
she
the
gonna
teller.
be like,
If she got somebody to answer to.
she gonna be like, it's not letting me. You gonna cuss her out, wasting all this damn energy. She gonna go to the manager. He can't do shit. So who you gonna really go to? Who the top?
But you know who had that privilege?
Who?
Karens. They swear they do.
They
They feel like
they
that.
feel like
Damn
they
it.
do.
Shit,
They under illusion. They think they do.
Shit.
You
You see
But that's the
what
purpose of
happened?
white privilege.
Yeah,
though.
once the
We out here, man. We need some civil rights. Man, stop beating us. Stop killing us. Stop doing this. Can we get some food in the hood? Can we get this? Can we get that? Shit, the world shut down. Them ladies went up there and say, "Bitch, I need to go get my hair and nails did." What a fucking life to live. What a life to live.
But it's a game, though.
Yeah.
It's a game. Because
Yeah.
they ain't got no real power. That's just white privilege is a part of the illusion.
You seen what happened January 6th?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what that white lady got trampled, that white lady got shot.
We couldn't do
I mean, but that's the thing.
Niggas gotta sit in permission slips to protest.
You gotta think about it deeper than that, though. Like,
Yeah.
that same shit that happened on January 6th is the same shit that built this country. A revolution. You know what I mean? Not saying it was right, not saying it was wrong.
It wasn't us then, and it wasn't us now.
Like, that's the same shit that built where we live at. You know what I mean? And like, they presented to you like the way they presented it, and we all know niggas.
They said y'all gotta let the niggas go, and they did it again.
You can't. Niggas couldn't have did that. For real.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit,
Revolution, boy.
But even look though. But even if look though.
I think that was accurate.
Man, they just turn around on us. I was looking at what's the show? What's the show out right now? Squid Game. I was looking at Squid Game the other day. You watching that shit? Remember after they played the little game with them cookies, right? And the people tried to upride, and the little red men turned around and were like, let some niggas would have went up there, James.
But you want to know the only difference?
Whole nother man.
The only difference,
What's up?
we scared to die. Cause see they don't. Cause
It's a difference in being scared to die and knowing you ain't gonna get killed.
But we know, like we gotta understand we are two different Americas.
It's a difference now.
In our America, we know.
We gonna get killed.
But in their America, they don't know.
They not gonna get killed. They do know that.
No, you don't think white folk know that shit? Yeah. No, they. It's not they don't think they gonna get killed. They really believe in their rights. They really believe in that shit because that shit really.
Because they got them.
Yeah.
We don't have that
but
shit.
It's not.
We don't.
Yeah,
we got 3 amendments, bro. 3. 15, 16, 14, 15, 16, 15, 16, 17, whatever. Them 3 right up in there.
Yeah.
The right to vote, end slavery, and fucking citizenship. That's it. After that, what they said to us. What they said, black folk, this, that, and third.
Yeah, but they are. I mean, they still take away political figures' First Amendment. What is that? The right to free speech?
Free speech, yeah.
Why niggas like Trump can't tweet?
Man,
Nah,
Trump can't tweet because he violated their rules.
Well, nah, they
But
let
look,
the public decide. That's not something
That's
they can
what
really
I'm saying.
pass. They
Like,
can't really pass
you
that.
can't do that shit.
That's
you
not
know what I
something.
mean? Like, they get it too.
They're not
But
taking
then
away
they
his
don't-
right to speak. They're taking his right to speak on their platform.
Yeah, you understand?
Because now they're
that's
trying
the
to
question.
they're
Okay,
trying to
okay.
advertise. They're trying to it's money in
So
that
that's-
shit.
so
So it's
let's-
like, oh, y'all supporting him?
let's-
Y'all let him do that? All right, I'm taking my advertisement away from there.
All right,
Because
so
you see, if you
let's-
scroll
let's-
Twitter, if you scroll Instagram, if you scroll Facebook, all that shit that's in the
I
algorithm,
think they only did
people
that
have to pay for that.
feed it into like the white supremacy.
Yeah.
shit.
So
No,
what
no,
about
see,
Nick
no.
Cannon's platform?
They gave it back.
No.
After he went through a bunch of bullshit.
He apologized,
You know what
man.
I'm
He
saying?
did what they want niggas to do anyway. Get on your knees,
Like,
niggas.
that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody gets their
Kiss the
rights
ring.
taken at some point
You know,
in time. Not saying that, black people, of course.
They really never took Nick's rights. They just stopped supporting him.
But he never.
No.
They
owned
never
it.
took his
Wildin'
rights.
Out wasn't on TV for a
He
little
didn't.
bit.
Exactly, they stopped supporting it. They didn't say you can't, because here's the
He
thing:
didn't
when Wild
own
Out
it.
wasn't on TV, they still were filming.
I'm about to say
They definitely were still filming because it's amazing when it came back out.
But why
It
though?
was back out
But why though?
because he knew
But he didn't own it.
Because
he did.
they know
Yeah, so
it
it didn't matter
brings
anyway.
revenue.
No, he didn't own it.
He
They
did.
said, hold on.
He didn't own it.
Yeah,
He didn't own the
Of
shit.
course, yeah.
They
They
take-
stopped supporting.
they
it.
take
Right?
no-
They continued to look
Yeah.
for a host.
They-
Like
Yeah, of course. Of
we
course.
talk about '85. Shout out to them boys because they definitely was ass.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And Fly turned it down.
Yeah. That's
So
real
they
shit.
definitely
Shout
was
out
like,
to them.
shit, we not supporting you.
Yeah.
Like,
But I
because
mean,
guess what? If they would have replaced the host, if they'd have put whoever, Wild 'N Out fans was gonna say, well, the white Wild 'N Out fans was like, well, fuck Nick Cannon, he's a racist anyway. We're still gonna watch it, and we're still gonna run this revenue up without him.
Those people watch ridiculousness.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
and MTV,
That's-
if they'd have
that's
put
they
fucking
they-
Rob Dirt, what's her name? Rob
It ain't
Dirt
that wrong with him,
on
but
Wild
it's
'N Out, they could have did it.
Exactly. Yeah, you right.
Cause he owned the shit.
I think it's bigger than that, though.
It is
Yeah, I
though.
think it is, too.
It is, but and that's what I'm
With the
saying.
Trump thing too, with Facebook and all that.
It is.
It ain't even about views and advertisement.
Yeah, it's just-
I think they had a whole nother agenda because they did it at a certain time of events that was going
Because
on.
the DNC got ties with the NBA
Yeah.
and the NFL. Oh shit, the only two sports the niggas really watch. God damn, that's crazy, ain't it?
Yes.
They ain't mention the MLB. They ain't mention the NHL. They ain't mention the MLS. You know what I'm saying?
It's this
But it's-
politically correct culture.
That's what it is, man. They be pulling that sheet over niggas' heads, and niggas just be like, oh, like, nah, bro, you gotta read and think deeper into this shit, man. Like, real shit. Nothing you hear, 50% of what you
50
see.
what you see.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your own research, educate
You
yourself.
definitely got to research it and like I say, become and be your own person, man. Because it's like we say, this is 4 different opinions right here. You know what I'm saying? And just imagine the rest of the world and what the world and all this other shit put into your mind and put into your heart and put into your thoughts and shit like that, man. And I'm sitting up here saying, you did, you know what I'm saying? And I talk to God and I pray and I do all that. Yes, but shit, whatever you look to make your mental state, to make your mind state straight, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever brings you joy, whatever. Because to answer your question from earlier, what is the purpose of life, man? That's the second time I got asked this question. This week you did, and it's like my thoughts on that is I feel like the purpose of life is just joy and peace, man. Whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you peace, whatever brings you, you know what I'm saying, that plus joy plus peace is gonna bring happiness, you know what I'm saying? And everybody always say happiness is the key to life. You dig what I'm saying? So, and whatever your circumstances, if you got some money, shit, and that make you happy, hey, if that money run out, you gonna be a sad motherfucker. That's why we see all these folk out here, all these celebrities, like, damn, he should have been, y'all know where I'm going with it. You dig what I'm saying? If food is your joy and that make you happy, eventually you gonna get fat, you gonna get sick, and you gonna die. You did what I'm saying? Whatever it is, materialistic that you put your mindset on, like this is my key to life, this is what makes me happy. Hey man, no. The joy plus peace equals happiness. Whatever you find joy in and that brings you peace, you'll be happy, man. And that's just my take on, you know what I'm saying, the purpose of life being out here. You did what I'm saying? No matter what, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of the situations and shit you go through, you are a human fucking being. That means shit is gonna happen to you. That means, you know what I'm saying, if people out here, if scientists and folk out here who study chance of force, if a goddamn, you pick up this lighter moving, if I can come back in history and move that this way, the whole span of my fucking life will go a different way. It's people that study that shit. It's people that study whatever. Anything we can sit here and talk about. But like I said earlier, when it comes down to your peace and your happiness, I know I'm trying to, it sound like I'm selling a fucking scam, but oh well. Just for free. Find that shit. Dry that shit, my dog.
So what if,
come on.
Let's just say hypothetically, like
right.
My name was Robert, and my happiness was underage women. Let's get into that. Man. Let's talk about this nigga Kelly, man. Let's talk about this nigga, man.
When they take them girls from you better take your ass in there and find shit. All right, when you stand there looking in the mirror and say "damn" to yourself.
Like, man, that nigga. Like, it's so funny, man, because, like, I was having a conversation with one of my homeboys. Man, nah, we there with you. That nigga foul. Yeah, all that shit is dirty. But we was having a conversation with one of my close homeboys, man.
Yeah.
And I fucked around. I played So Sexy. Him and Twister, that shit classy. And he said, man, like, we got it, like, that nigga's done.
You know what's crazy, bro?
Cancel that nigga.
It's crazy you say that because I've yet to be around somebody and it come on and they like, nah, turn this shit off. Like
he wasn't like that. Like,
even to say, hey man, no. Like I have yet to be in that.
He was subtle with his approach. He was like, when it came on, he was like, classic, banger. But we can't fuck with it. Like I
hate to do this to you, my brother, but
like I felt them though, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. People go through like trauma because I looked into his situation and shit, and he say like his teenage sister used to rape him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In my opinion, that wouldn't have me out here fucking with people's daughters, children. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be going for the little man. Like
that would have me like, man, I ain't gonna put nobody else through that shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I watch,
but it's trauma in different ways.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
some people take it like, you know what, it was done to me. I'm finna take my revenge. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody, peace plus joy, happy. That was his material thing, though. Yeah, that was his material thing because now that shit is taken away from him. He got to go deal with some folk that he might be their peace, joy. Never mind. Yeah. It's like it's.
They not gonna put him in no general public.
I just feel bad for the girl.
I really think like
they gonna put him in there.
It's a lot of people with daughters.
My boy ain't got no money, boy. My boy ain't got no money. If you Google. That his network. Matter of fact, where your phone is, Google his network.
Shit, like I don't feel like they would put that nigga. Like,
I mean, he gonna have to play stupid. Like he gonna have to dig in his ass and smear shit on his face to get put in one of them cells.
Y'all don't think that man got no money?
I don't think he has no money.
I seen a court trial where a lady put.
I ain't gonna lie.
Majority of his bill, and she went to him to court to get it back.
I ain't really gonna lie.
He ain't got no money, man.
I don't really. We ain't really heard the jail atmosphere as of, you know what I'm saying, lately what's going on with that shit. I don't really know if it'll be a problem. You know, niggas know what the fuck going on with R. Kelly. Niggas know what R. Kelly did. Yeah. Niggas been knowing for this shit been going on 11, 12, 13, 14 years. It's like shit, that nigga R. Kelly here.
I
sing a song, nigga.
I seen the video. Like real shit. Like, you know.
What video?
The video.
The R. Kelly video.
The first one that came out, bro, it was
pissing.
a bald nigga in what looked to be like a log cabin.
Yeah.
Like, but then the reports come out. He had a room in his crib called the Colorado Room.
Mm-hmm.
Built to look like a log cabin on the inside. I'm looking at this, I'm legit. I'm looking at this shit like, that's R. Kelly? You talking about the nigga talking about step in the name?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, young man, I'm like, bro, that can't be, like, no. Like, that ain't
no way, real.
Like, he couldn't have been, I wish like, no. Like, I believe I could fly, like.
Really on some sick shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to believe it, but I mean, it's just like, and the proof is in the pudding, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even the girl, like they say the girl said it wasn't her, but her own friends were saying that was
girl,
her.
that was you.
She had that hairstyle at that time, type shit.
Check. That's all it was. Like,
and like that shit wicked. Like the interview Teray, it's a dude he did with Vlad, and he explained what happened when he asked R. Kelly certain questions. You know what I'm saying? Like he said straight up, the nigga came with a crisis, one of them crisis type people.
Mm-hmm. And
that nigga was the nigga who would basically come out like, no, you can't ask them questions. And he asked the nigga like certain questions like, do you like, this, that, and the third. He was like, what are you talking about? Then he switched it up. He was like, do you like teenage girls? Then he could never say no. Like he never said no. He just was on some like,
yeah, he did.
He just bounced around. And the dude Terrell, like, you can look this shit up. Vlad just posted. It's like a flashback interview that he put out as soon as this situation came to whatever it said now. And then he said straight up, like, off his body language, you could tell he was lying versus a nigga telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not saying no, you don't like
we can tell, bro, lying when he was with Gail.
I'm about to say, when he did that shit,
I knew he was lying when I seen the Boondocks episode.
Oh, yeah.
They had that nigga on top of the table with the Ninja Turtle looking shit. Oh, man. Like,
man, and they out there looking just like that episode, boy. I'm talking about identical.
And that shit's crazy. Shout out to Aaron Magruder, man. Like,
shout out to the whole Boondock squad, man. And rest in peace, John Witherspoon, man.
Oh, yeah, let's protect our little girls too.
Yeah,
that shit dead, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, for real.
Like, that's like
it's really like the way of the world these days. It's really damn near impossible to have another, Aaliyah type situation. Right. Like, ain't no way. Hey, boy, what? Let one of them, whoever out right
on
now,
that scale,
man,
though, like
in the open,
in the open, like my boy.
Damn.
Ain't no way.
You talking about like they forged
niggas trip these days off 40-year-old women hollering at 18-year-olds. What's the basketball player? Damn.
Lamar.
Yeah, I mean,
Lamar. Yeah.
Social media trip, but don't nothing be happening. It ain't a skill like R. Kelly should have went to jail as soon as they.
He should have went to jail a long fucking time ago.
Because he got a problem. He got a real mental problem. Like he done got.
I don't think he should.
His sexual thing is on a whole nother.
You need to go to a psych ward. Like he need to have like a psychoanalysis, and he need to really like.
If he was white, he would get help. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
let's call a spade a spade.
The damn movie theater.
It took forever to.
But he was tied in with a lot of people though. Like,
I'm about to say he was tied in with the FBI.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they had.
And look how old he was, and look how long they went on.
They had to give him the cyanide shit. He had to eat that shit because if he would have spoke, too many people.
Without him, it really wouldn't be no TV.
Yeah, Bill Gates, Hillary. Bill,
man, they need
Barack.
Come on, Netflix, you need to go ahead and dig into that.
I mean, but they ain't gonna never give us that.
Damn.
That's too much sauce.
Shit, nah, it's already out there.
Yeah,
if you read between the lines and shit.
But they not gonna present it like they present everything else.
Nah, it's a Bill Gates interview where they asked Bill Gates about it. And then they was like, well, you had relationships with him. He was like, yeah, we went to dinner dates and stuff. Mm-hmm. But, I ain't know. Like, he was playing it to the left.
He said he ain't know. Oh. Okay.
Like, he was playing it to the left. So then the reporter asked him, well, did you learn a lesson? And he was like, she was like, basically, what lesson did you learn from this? And he was like, well, the lesson is he's dead. So what that tell you? Like, now, what if a mafia boss said that?
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, oh, he killed them. Oh,
Yeah.
he got him killed.
He said the lesser is.
Yeah.
He's dead. That's what he said.
Ooh,
So I mean, if we want to know what happened, we watch enough movies to put two and two together. Yeah.
That shit wow, brother.
Allegedly.
There's too many people.
Allegedly.
Getting affected, so they like, nah, we
Gotta
can't
go.
Yeah, you gotta, hey, you got the badge. Slip him this pill, he gonna know what to do with it. He ain't gotta say nothing.
He know it all.
You gotta get the fuck up out of here, man.
Yeah, I had to, bro. Like that shit wild, man. I don't know. Like, I did a little research into it, and I looked back into like the Greek history with the whole shit they used to do, and that's why we got supermodels now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you look at the supermodel, she under 100 pounds, like significantly, like right around 87, but she my height.
Yeah.
She looked like a
Stick.
little boy. No titties, no ass. That's what the Greeks was into, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's still here. You know what I mean? And that's what these niggas is into, and that shit is weird. Like they be believing if they like kill or feed, like the younger the age, the more heinous the act, like the more life you get. It's a whole bunch of it's a whole bunch of weird shit, bro. Like with Aleister Crowley, like them niggas, they believe like if you actually took that newborn, did the heinous of acts to him, consumed whatever came from, like the blood, the guts, the innards, all that shit, the better your life would be.
Yeah.
Whether it's you living longer, you having more power, and like it just goes back to like all that crazy
Make sure
shit.
y'all
Like,
look into that, like, cause I know that's a lot. That's a lot.
like Aleister Crowley, that nigga's a real nigga who wrote a book about all of this shit, and that nigga is like, you look him up on Wikipedia, he is held within the highest regards, bro. But if you look at like his works, the shit he's written, like the shit is mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, that shit is crazy. Like I don't get that shit, man. Like life is precious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like when somebody's born, you know, that's like the height of their innocence. You know what I mean? This nigga don't know left from right, right from wrong. You know what I mean? So, like, what would compel you?
What would compel you
to
to do
even
that?
want to do this? You know what I mean? That shit. It's like you
Consume
R. Kelly,
it.
like
Yeah.
same thing. Like, what would compel you to do this? And I get it. You know, everybody got a different mind.
I mean, if you don't believe energy is destroyed, then it ain't that hard to kill. And for it to be a baby, like we got a whole different moral state of thinking now.
Mm-hmm.
So that old ancient occult like thinking, they understood life differently. They thought
Your baby don't know shit, it ain't shit, don't mean shit. I'm finna take this.
Life get longer type
and they believed in reincarnation. They believed in the spiritual world, and you
like the
have
baby
to,
spirit gonna live through me.
Yeah, because see, our only spiritual connection is going to church, praying, and whatever. They took the spiritual connection to a whole nother level. They associated with nature, and then they associated with that on a darker level. Because you gotta understand, I mean, there is the devil, right? So that gotta mean there's a dark side of everything.
Right.
So I don't think everybody was doing because that baby killing shit, I feel like that's just some new. I don't think it's new, but I think they do that shit to the point where they just that shit like a fetish. Yeah.
Like they doing that shit now? What?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say nobody doing
Look
that.
up real shit. Look up
People
Alex
gotta look
Jones.
up that shit.
Look up Alex Jones.
Yeah.
And I forget the Bohemian something.
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, that he went to. Alex Jones. He that nigga who be on Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people don't fuck with him because he was taking the ivermectin, whatever the fuck, the horse drug to prevent COVID. Like he's outlandish. I ain't gonna lie. He's off the grid for real. But like,
Nah, I associate that with
His
conspiracy
Texas boy.
talk.
That's
pure conspiracy.
Yeah,
talk.
He one of
definitely
them,
conspiracy
but at the
theory
same
right
time,
here. Highly prominent conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
But look though,
Don't
but
put
he's
that on
dove
Black
into
history, people.
he's dove into the different
Nah, shit
sides
different.
of it, whether it's what we just were talking about,
Sandy
whether
Hook.
it's the vaccine,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like he's into all of that shit, bro. Like look up Aleister Crowley, matter of fact, bro. Like real shit.
Yeah, cause they
And
it's some
it's
shit.
like ALLISTR and then Crowley. Like if you type in wrong, you're gonna find it because the nigga is held, like I said, to the highest regard amongst those folks.
English oculist, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer.
You see what
And
I'm
I
saying?
They
He
showed a
founded
picture
the
of
religion
him.
of Thelema,
Yep.
identifying himself as the prophet entrusted with the guiding humanity into
He thought he was
eon of
the second
horrors
ear to God.
in the early 20th century. Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
and he just died in 1947.
You know what I mean? Like,
Now the thing, the whole point of that too is, it's just the whole point of the craziness about all that
Mhm.
is that the people who run the world into it.
Yeah,
And that's what make it kind of like scary, because it's like they involved in a whole lot of different things that supposed to protect us, supposed to protect our kids. And then now you think about all these third world countries who don't got the little blessings we got.
Mhm.
So look into how many people that go missing here.
Yeah, right.
They probably getting their shit took right out the house.
Numbers.
Yeah, so it's like that's
People
what
people
make
go
it-
missing, boy, and then they put that shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy
About it.
that we talk about like sometimes
And
TV
black
don't be
people go
real
missing
and
like
this
crazy.
don't be that, da 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 da.
Bullshit.
But they put
Didn't
that shit
they
out
have
there.
that slavery shit in Syria.
They had
They
that shit.
came out with the video and shit. They was bringing people off the boat.
Cause yeah, the Arabs still doing slavery over there.
Yeah,
They started it and they gonna finish it.
you think something like that Squid Game shit could be for real though?
No
Hell
bullshit.
yeah.
Like, for real though, like, I'm saying, think
I'm
about it,
like,
like-
it's probably
Hey,
someplace out
Some,
here.
hey,
just
I think
like
about
that.
all that shit because a lot of that shit is like, who thought about
Them
this?
niggas
And
that
if
really-
you can think about this,
I
where the
was thinking,
fuck
like,
you basing
I'm
this
like,
off
like,
of?
them niggas that really probably got that money get so bored
Yeah.
and they really probably invest in some shit like this off the grid to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like to dive into
Yeah.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And I got a conspiracy.
Because these
book
niggas
that
out here with
say
that like that.
that they do that.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it,
And
man.
he even the book I had, he even fucking predicted what's going on now with the COVID shit
All them homeless people and
and
shit.
the shit over there in Israel.
This is
Hey,
crazy.
man, they probably do that shit to people here who desperate, who in debt,
You got a good ass mind, bro. How long you think this COVID shit gonna last?
as long as they need it to.
Yeah.
I think it's more so about the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird.
Mhm.
Cause see, I don't wanna. Cause I know how scary the shit can be for people who don't give a fuck about dying
Yeah.
and who feel like they got so much control over. Like I feel like I got so much control over my mind
Mhm.
that I'm gonna do it. Like I don't care what you put out here. You gonna have to hold me down and really put some shit in me
Right.
to kill me.
So it's safe. So it's safe to say
Other than
you're
that, you
anti-vax.
can't put nothing in my nature that's gonna kill me.
Right.
But the thing is, I know it's people out there because my whole family done got vaccinated. So I ain't an anti-vaxxer
Yeah, right.
or
You
get the vaccine.
Right.
But it's fishy.
Yes.
I just want people to look back and say, look how that.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
It's either they stupid or they doing something weird. So which one's worse? Because
Who
that means
you
we
saying
don't-
as far as the people who get it?
no,
Or
as far
like
as the people who the people in the media, the people
control
in
it.
politics, all these philanthropists, all these Bill Gates, all these people who got to say so in the vaccine. It's either you stupid or you got something going on because it's not even like y'all trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
It's like y'all just
You leaving
saying
too much
one
out
day,
there.
one day,
Yeah, you
switching
leaving
up
too
one
much
day.
out there.
You're not
Yeah.
telling us about
Yeah.
people who getting the vaccine
Yeah.
and getting sick and dying and all this type of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Still forcing the shit on
Check
people.
this out.
Still get
So
COVID, like-
I told y'all earlier how I wound up for my birthday in Houston. Then I was supposed to go to Virgin Islands, right? So I'm going. They say to travel over there. You know what I'm saying? Internationally, you need a COVID test within 5 days of traveling, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna go on Saturday. I'm flying out on Thursday. That's within 5 days. The results should be back. I got the vaccine, so I should be straight. Yes, I have questions about this shit. These niggas, they know. Like, always. Do I have it? Yes. Do I want it? No. It's like, what the fuck? You did what I'm saying? And it was more so, I got the shit when they said take the mask off if you got it. Because I was like, damn, that means niggas can take their mask off and we don't know if they got that shit or not. And it was like, you know what? If I thought about it, let me just go ahead and get the shit just in case. Whatever. It could be real. It could be fake. I don't know. I just know I ain't caught the shit. I don't know if it's from the vaccine. I don't know if by the grace of God. You know what I mean? I don't know. I ain't got it. I don't want to get it. That's neither here nor there. But like I say, boom, take the test, right? Supposed to fly out Thursday. Wednesday, results still ain't here. Thursday, flight at 9:20, bro. Results didn't get there to 10:45. Right? Negative result, whatever. Boom. I'm like, nigga, I got the vaccine, though. I'm saying all this part to say, I got the vaccine. What's the fucking problem?
Exactly.
They say over there, oh, if you didn't get the vaccine over here, we don't trust it. You still have to present a negative test. That's what triggered my mind. Okay, what the fuck is really going on over here? Because we the main ones to say, oh, we're going to build a wall. We don't want no immigrants. We don't want nobody coming over here. But it took a fucking everybody to get sick to say, you know what? Nah, we don't want them over here. And a lot of people can sit out and, oh, the government is trying to track us, or the government is trying to put a chip in us. And no, if they want to know where the fuck you at, they know where the fuck you at.
I'm about to say,
like they know where you at.
With you, nigga, they see
Exactly. They hear you.
They don't. That don't have nothing to do with nothing. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, what is really going on? Because the Virgin Islands is still the U.S. Virgin Islands, man, and they don't trust the shit, bro. So I really do not know what the fuck going on, what it is, what it ain't. Damn, man. Shit crazy, bro. It's this whole, like I said earlier, this whole life we live, all this shit we got to go through as humans, let alone black humans, Africans, African Americans, whether you a sand nigga, whoever, you know what I'm saying? All, and I ain't even gonna say all people of color, because that's some new shit they came out with. All colored folk, all colored folk, from the nigga to the Moor. You know what I mean? Wherever you at, wherever you fall in it, man, I salute you. And my boy said it earlier, so I gotta go ahead and do this for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? To all the black women. We gotta protect y'all, whether you slim, thick, cute, fat, big bone, chocolate, red bone, light skin, dark skin, caramel, fat, short, tall, big, small, long hair, short hair, weave win, lock having, or even if you got your goddamn bonnet on because you covering up some shit that you don't want nobody to see.
Even if you have
keep it going.
If you feel ugly, whatever you feel, I still love you. We all love you.
Man, we love y'all.
Lashes,
big blink, little blink.
Bickering over little shit. I swear.
Lazy eye.
I swear. We got a dysfunctional relationship. We're going through some domestic
Even if
violence.
you got a little smell.
I love you, girl.
Yeah.
We love you.
Somebody, nah.
We love you.
Man, but I definitely appreciate y'all boys for coming through and rocking with us, man. This is like you said earlier, KC, bro. This is definitely a good fucking way to come back. You did what I'm saying. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Let these folk know before I get y'all out of here, man. Let them know if y'all on the social media thing, do the social media thing. Let them know where they can follow you at. Your business, bro. Plug that real quick, man.
Shout out to the black business, man. Mirian. That's MIRENYAAN clothing, man. Follow that shit, man. For real. Support your niggas, man. I get it, you know, we don't fuck with everybody, but fuck with your own people. That's
Right.
really what matters, you know, keep that money within us. Stop giving it to the Chinese nigga, the Italian nigga, Gucci, Louis, whatever. Fuck that shit, because the thing about it is, Louis Vuitton owns Hennessy, and they used to ship cognac to the niggas back in the day to subdue them so they wouldn't want to run away when they were slaves.
Right on.
Remember that. You know what I'm saying? So
And it
Miriam,
crazy.
man, for a Miriam. Like,
It crazy. The whole episode we've been talking about, you know what I'm saying, like the different niggas everywhere, and it's crazy how you say the white, the Italian nigga and the Chinese nigga and all that. They got them. You know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all who don't know, I keep saying the Moor. That's damn near like the Italian nigga, the Shakespearean nigga or whatever. Othello, go read that shit. But and you know what's crazy? We talk about it a lot and we say white niggas. Y'all know what white niggas are? Rednecks. Yeah. And they know it. Exactly. Hey man, you can either well, you can't beat us, so you might as well join us and we can make this whole thing a whole nother. We keep sitting here trying to figure out what we can do to make it better. Hey man, y'all the missing puzzle piece. And niggas can take over the world. Yeah. But y'all don't want to accept the fact that you're
exactly. That's the hardest part because of white privilege. Yeah,
but don't get it twisted.
Yeah. They can't give up that.
They can't. And then the crazy part about it is white privilege barely works for them. Because if it's one thing a rich white man can't stand, it's a nigga and a broke white man. Because you have the opportunity. As black people, we came up different, bro. You supposed to have this, you supposed to have that. We was raised. Yeah, that's fine and dandy, yeah. But ain't no thing like white privilege. If you fumble that bad,
that shit better than credit.
Remember this question, Gerald? Would you give up your black card for a white privilege card?
No. I know better. White privilege ain't worth nothing. This right here, this God's gift right here. I get to wake up
white. You have to sell white privilege. That's why they really be going crazy. Like, give it to me. No, come on, please, no.
Like that commercial.
Magic conch shell, no. But nah, man. Social media, y'all got it, man. If y'all want to get it out one more time.
Shit, I don't be on social media, but I shout out Jiggy World Promotions and Grody Empire. Grody the clothing shit. That shit dope. Yeah, fuck with that.
You say Grody?
Grody.
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 All right, for sure. Grody. And repeat yours one more time.
Niggas want to follow me. One Luke Kane. That's one. The number LUKANE. Follow my boy Uncle Hyde, that's UNCLEHAAD. His clothing line, Mirion, that shit's probably in his bio. Make sure you tap in for real. You want that luxury shit from niggas versus these other people who don't want shit from you but your money? Fuck with my boy, man, for real. That shit.
So, man, y'all make sure y'all famous fans, y'all go tap in, man, run it up. Y'all know how we get down. Gerald, you want to plug anything, bro?
No, I ain't selling nothing.
Hey man, but one more thing before I get y'all out of here, man. We definitely gotta have a moment with the professor, dog. And within the moment with the professor, man, you can do one or two things. You can give some motivation to these folks before we get up out of here, or you can answer a random question. You know what I'm saying? You done spoke a lot, you done gave a lot, so it's however you want to give it, man. We gonna start with KC. We gonna start with you though, man.
Shit, man. I think the motivation was through the whole podcast. So I
For real though.
Random question.
I bet. What you got? While I find his question.
Shit, I just do the motivation.
All right, bet.
Yeah, okay.
Because these definitely be random. I don't never.
Fuck it, man. I kick it how it comes. Fuck it, man.
Alright, just talking to the melanated people. You know, if you consider yourself melanated, then I'm gonna welcome you today. But
I like that.
I say focus on yourself. You know, focus on finding your peace within yourself without it being based on a material thing. Like if you can do it within yourself, if you could just say, you know what, today I'm gonna be happy today, and can't nothing throw you off of that. Try to get there, and then build from that with your family. Try to get that center the same way, and then go from that to community and so forth. And just try to build together, and, you know, love each other and protect black women at all costs. Because if we want to save ourselves, we gotta save our girl.
Right. Definitely, man. Definitely, man. I definitely like that, man. So these boys decided they want to do a random question, man. So I got the question now, and you can jump in too if you want to, bro. What was your favorite toy growing up? Holiday season coming up, Halloween. I should have asked what was your Halloween costume, but we ain't black folk ain't really get down on shit like that. But we had some toys.
I mean, like when you said toy, do you just mean like one thing that I could play with, or do you mean like a PlayStation?
Hey, if that's what you wanted to be, shit. Hey, that went we had the luxury of being that generation.
You know
To be like, I don't need no toy. Just give me a game.
You can have the bop it, Simon Says, all that crazy shit, hitting the colors, man. But it was that PlayStation, man. That shit, like, literally took my mind somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, I could decide, like, you know, playing Grand Theft Auto 2. I don't know if y'all really remember, but Grand Theft Auto 2, it wasn't that first person or third person shit. It was an aerial view. It was a dot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I could decide whether I'm going to steal that car.
Yeah,
that
it definitely was a dot. It was like
really,
GPS.
It really, like, that shit really turned me on to, like, this thought process. You know what I mean? I could decide what I really wanted to do. So
Yeah.
I say, like, the PlayStation.
For sure. Gerald, what you got?
I'll say the Nintendo. I want to say 92.
Okay. So the game system. Game system.
I could have tapped in with the first one, but it's just like, nah, that PlayStation, that's when I really, like, was like,
I ain't even gonna count. My favorite toy coming up, man, was, I don't have a specific one, but it was Wrestling Man, bro. Like,
the shit you...
I fucked with the Wrestling Man coming up.
No.
No.
You can squeeze and shit.
No. Like the little action figures. You know, they used to come with the ring and all that shit. That was my favorite toys coming up, bro. Because I used to fuck with wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had a game and shit, but it was I used to. I'm talking about one Christmas. I think I was like 9, and it was a box, boy, about the size of this table, not this wide, but like this height right here. Man, full of Wrestling Man, bro. I'm talking about stacked up. Like I had a whole little shebang,
Oh,
man.
you talking about which one you was most excited about?
I mean, favorite, nigga, shit. You got your favorite girlfriend.
Yeah.
You got your favorite,
like,
your favorite
they excited. Like, for me, it was that punching bag.
The punching bag, for sure.
Boy, I had the Everlast hanging from the ceiling in the garage across 2 beams. That shit, that was my favorite.
For sure, man. For sure, dog. You got one?
Shit.
You probably ain't have no toy growing up. They gave you books.
Bringing back nostalgia.
Reading books.
Yeah, like,
I used to hate reading, man. I used to really hate that shit.
But it pays off, man. It
I like
definitely
it
pays
now,
off.
but
Yeah.
Nah,
It definitely
my mom
pays
had
off.
to force me. But with I used to like action figures, cause I was more so I like to be outside and
Yeah.
with the fucking little toy and shit, burying them and shit. So
I got that fucking lizards. Picking them up, choking them.
yeah, we used to kill fucking lizards. We used to catch them and kill them. Like I ain't even finna say all that. You gonna think I'm serial killing and shit?
Hey, hear this shit. I don't care. I used to, bro. I had this whole paint shit. I take the lids off, put bleach in one, fucking water in another, alcohol, put a lizard in it each day, like seeing how it affects them. Like I really, no weird shit. This was science to me, like, and like real shit. The lizards survived, bro. That's crazy. Take them out, them niggas get out, alert, let them go, bro. Like, it was crazy. Like, I don't know if they found, like, an air pocket within this shit, or if I ain't fill it up enough, or what, but them niggas would come out that bitch, I let them go.
I don't know, I was a little fucked up.
Yo.
I used to have this chicken that used to be outside my mom's job, like, in the ditch. I used to, every day after school, I used to beat this bitch bloody with a rock. Every day. I don't know why. I just was bored. I just be in there pegging it. Just out there pegging it. Waiting. Just trying to see, like, will it die? That shit never died. Bro. I used to do that shit for hours.
We could go all night.
Yeah, we got
But fuck it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to them. I'm gonna definitely have these boys back in here, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for coming through once again and rocking with us, dog. You definitely got our minds rolling, my boy. For sure that, man. I heard you earlier say you about to get up out of here, bro. You about to do some traveling or some shit. What's going on?
I'm moving back down south.
Okay. For sure. As far as you did say you got out the Navy, man. So thank you for your service, my boy. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, KC, man.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, my boy.
Yeah.
Dig what I'm saying, man. Thank you for your service too.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? There's some real niggas out there, some jokers out there too, but there's some real ones out there protecting y'all as y'all sleep, man. So thank these boys when y'all get the chance, man. But have my boy KC, have my boy Bert. Hey Bert, hold on. Hey, yeah.
The camera, man.
Yeah. He held it down for you. You did what I'm saying? But man, look, man, I had my boy Bert in here. Y'all already know Gerald, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. I appreciate y'all for doing y'all thing, man, coming through here. Make sure y'all show some love to shit. All of our websites, man. I can't even call them out no more, man. Chic Chakras. Shout out to Mentally Evolving on this drip they got me in today, man. So, but yeah, I'm your boy, Jacolby Conway, the mayor, the Gargoyle King, the professor, Mr. Add Spice to your life, man. Most of all, I'm a black man. My life matters. You dig what I'm saying? So does yours, man. But yeah, this has been another episode of the Locally Famous Podcast, man. And y'all know how I get down. Wherever you at, whatever you got going on, man, make sure you take the time to find a mirror, find a selfie, or take out the camera on your phone and say, hey, you! Be great today, man. I love y'all.
Another day in the bing.
Y'all.
I gotta hang from a string. Just for popping the willy. My people march in the city. From a cell to a chopper. If you from the top of the
What?
city.
Oh, man.
You can tell how we rockin' soon as I pop up. We leave